Hi everyone, Kayla Walsh here, Senior Software Consultant with Mirabel Technologies, and I am here with the lovely Michelle Weinstein, Production Account Manager with Baltimore Magazine. And we're really excited because today we get to talk about all of the great things that Michelle loves about the Magazine Manager. And we're going to find out how her team has adopted Magazine Manager and all of the things that they use on a day-to-day basis to make their process easier. Michelle, thanks so much for doing this.
My pleasure.
So tell me a little bit about what you do for Baltimore Magazine.
So I've worked for Baltimore Magazine for almost a full 2 years. And previously I worked for a different publishing company. And I do a little bit of everything. Predominantly, I coordinate all of the ad creative. We call it ad copy. So whether a client's sending camera-ready ads or we have to do a workup for them, or a combination of both, picking up an ad, I basically traffic everything from the advertiser all the way through production and then proofing the final product before it goes to print.
Awesome. So you've been in publishing for a while. How long have you been working with Magazine Manager? When did you guys start using Magazine Manager?
I have to look at my notes. November 2022, we started. And it's pretty much been smooth sailing since then.
Yeah, the onboarding process was good. It went,
Yeah,
you're not just saying that because I'm here.
I'm not just saying that. And not everybody can have you as their rep, but we're never giving you up. Yes, it was definitely because of you. I mean, obviously we've used other software, or I guess it's called software programs before you guys, but it was definitely you definitely made the process a lot easier. But the system itself is there's so many options, but it's a very um, easy to customize system, which is really nice. So if you need something, you might not know how to do it, but you can either ask the chat or you ask you or send an email to somebody, and there's always some way to customize something, to fill whatever need you have.
Yeah, so customization, ease of getting help if you need it.
Oh,
Th
absolutely.
those are definitely things that we try to pride ourselves in is making sure that, you're not left in the dark. There's always someone standing by to kind of help you find what you're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen and let's take a look at kind of your world and the production module. And let's show a little bit about what you do kind of on a day-to-day basis. So here, are you seeing my screen there?
Yeah.
All right, so this is the production module, and this is where you spend a lot of your time, right?
Yeah, I pretty much spend all of my day here. And actually, what I do is I open up multiple tabs because we usually, not usually, but I would say for maybe at least half the month, I'm working on multiple issues. And that could be 2 issues or 3 issues, depending upon the month and what publications and ancillary publications we're working on. So I usually have multiple tabs, like where it says production at the top. I usually have multiple tabs open at the top, so I'll flip between them. So that's nice also that you don't have to close something out, open something up. I can look at all of them just by clicking at the top and just flip-flopping between them.
Yeah. So is this how I know the production module comes out of the box with certain stages and stuff, but you have completely customized the production timeline, the project timeline. Our production module is really project management software. And talking about that customization we mentioned before, you guys have really taken that and created kind of this process all in your own and sort of made it exactly what you need.
Right. So those red, they say insight done. That's our like our final proofing before it goes to the printer. That's what we use. I customize this to add a specific name of a stage because normally those would all say add done when everything is approved and in. But we have customized it further to our reps want to be notified when their is done and in and finalized, so they know they don't have to follow up or ask the clients for anything. So
So
I
this is
added
cut
this
down. This is cut
I
down on
added
emailing
this
back and
stage,
forth.
right. I added
Yeah.
this stage in so that the reps actually don't get notified about this. This is more for me in production. But if you actually, additionally, if you scroll over, we have, add arrived, first proof, second proof, third proof, fourth proof. You can add as many of those as you want. I actually chose not to add anything further than fourth proof, but occasionally I will have to flip flop back and forth between third changes, fourth proof. And then my production person gets notified when we do that. But we've chosen not to because maybe there's 1 or 2 ads every month that goes, beyond that. So this really, you can make it longer than that if you want. I just didn't want to have to scroll all the way over.
Right. And we don't want to
But
encourage
yeah,
five proof
absolutely not. I mean,
changes. Yeah.
I mean, you can see from this, like most of them kind of ended by second proof is normal, third proof is normal. And if it's a
That's cool to
pickup.
see too, because now you know what the majority of your customers, how long it kind of takes to get those changes, and you can see with the different timeline how far and if something arrives on the 30th, the first proof went out on the 30th. So this is cool to kind of get that overview of everything that happened.
And I've
So
also chosen to get notified, like you can customize everything. So I chose to get notified, and we worked out our own system. If a camera ready ad comes in, our production person's the one that will check it. And once she checks it, then I get notification that it's done. I get an email, because that's how I chose to get my notification. So I don't even have to go in, I get an email, and then I can actually click in my email, I can click on it, and it'll take me directly to, to the client file to show me what happened in that client record.
so do you feel like this has saved you time from your previous software,
Oh,
from what you were
absolutely. So
doing before?
before, so this feels very scripted, but yes, before I was spending a lot of time. But no, truly, I was using, so everything you see here, like that first proof, second proof, third proof, I was doing all of that in an Excel spreadsheet, which worked. However, this is so much more efficient because we can make, and we, myself and Emily, who's our production person, our creative person, we can make notes in here and we can click to see what the notes are. She can look in here and see what stage they're at. We can see what date it happened. You can see everything in here, and I don't have to do the same exact thing in an Excel file, which is, obviously an external document that then I have to make sure that I'm keeping everything up to date. I would have to check yes in here, and then I'd have to make a note in my Excel file. So it's 100%, it saved me time. And I thought it was going to take me a very long time to kind of feel comfortable doing this, but it did not. It was really, really easy. I mean, I don't remember how long it took me, but it was really easy to get used to this and to really realize how quickly, you could do stuff rather than having an external document. I mean,
Yeah,
I
so
did it
it's a
within the
short
first
enough
month.
time, you don't even know how much time it
I mean, within
was.
the first month, I think I don't even know if I had a duplicate Excel document the first month that we started this. I might have just immediately started using this because the benefit is you can actually put notes in the production. So I can see what I'm doing as it's happening. I don't just have to look at first proof. I can look in the system. Yeah, so go to the notes. So when you look, like scroll all the way down, and I'll even put a note in, like I emailed Dr. S. I don't even know who, oh, Dr. Sultan. I emailed him. I'll put a reminder in, like reminder email, and I'll put, you don't have to put the date. I just do it just because that's just habit from me. But everything is dated. So I'll put all of the notifications in there, and then I'll say PO is proof out 12/5. If he had not responded to me by email, I could put in reminder proof out, 12/6. So all of my different notes are in there. So all I have to do is look in here and see. Previously, I would literally have to go back and search for either the client's email or the client's name, search in my email and track back and find all of the information in that email, which I still do if I need to know the content of the email, but this is just so much easier.
Kind of gives you at least a starting place, right? Like you
Yeah,
sent the proof out on 12/5. So instead of
right,
scrolling through all the emails, you can just
exactly.
specifically look for 12/5.
Right.
I love that. I really love that. I'm so glad that the production module has helped you guys. Now, another thing that I know you guys are doing is changing up the views, right? So you guys change your
Yeah.
view.
Yeah. So actually when you went on to this, I was on the address feed, what did I do? Address export. So we have certain issues that the advertisers get copies of the issue, a certain number of copies for our special issues. So I pulled this and I've customized, even within the reports, I customized what different, what do you call them? All the different like options.
The
You can,
fields, yeah, the
right.
column
I mean,
headers
I
and the
can have zip
fields.
code in, zip code out, address in, address out. You can customize that 100%. Um, I can have the name of the rep in, I can take the name of the rep out. So all of this is customized based on the report that I need to pull, and see the view. So I pull the view, and then if you scroll all the way over to the left, if you click that top left button, it highlights everything, and then you can export it, which is another thing that's awesome. You can literally just export it and like manipulate it however you want. You can take some, like if I do this one report and my production person doesn't need the name of the reps, I can take it out, but I like to have it in. So I leave it in for me. But obviously when you export it in Excel, you just highlight that one column, delete that column, and then your report's good to go. So it's so easy. I have other views that we customized. Had customized one, I think, for me, but we both use the one that's Emily because she's the production person. But we had customized one for profile ads, which I ended up not using, but again, I might end up using it because it's a different type of ad and has different stages and different elements that are required for it. Um, but
So
yeah, I
would you
mean,
say customization is probably the biggest thing that makes this production module work for you, is you can make it whatever you want?
oh yeah, I mean, and actually until you said that, like I didn't realize why it's so easy to use. But yeah, I mean, I don't have to find outside solutions.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
can just, and I might not know the answer again. And so actually this is something else. Like if you, on the upper right corner, the help question, usually there's a little like thing at the bottom also. When you click the help, multi-tool comes up like a little pop-up screen. And one of
Hmm.
the things I use all day, every day is the chat because they literally, somebody is like just hanging out there waiting for me to email them. They're really helpful. They can give you a quick answer. They'll research something. If it gets too involved, then, obviously I'll email you, or if it's, a deeper question that I need answered. But they're really great. And I've encouraged all the sales reps to use that also because they email me with all of their little itty bitty questions. So I've encouraged everybody on the team to use that as well. And everybody finds it extremely helpful.
That's great. So this
Oh,
is
there
our
it is.
our help icon. Yeah. So we've got this great help icon. It's a floating icon. You can kind of move it around. And then when you expand it, this is what Michelle's talking about, is live chat. It really is live chat. There's an actual human being on the other side. We all take turns manning it. It's usually somebody from tech support and at least one software consultant at all times, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30 Eastern. So it's fun. Everybody gets to get in chat and you hear from customers that you haven't talked to in a long time. And yeah, so a lot of different
Also,
ways that you can get
when you're
help.
on there, you can actually, if there was something, and I don't remember what, there was an issue about something. I don't know if I couldn't pull a report or something. So you can actually submit a ticket directly through here also.
Yep. Yeah, so software is web-based. It's obviously prone to the same sort of things that Verizon and Amazon and all of the other softwares are, but we try to be fast about it. Do you feel that, when you do have a problem or you do have a question, do you feel like there's a quick response, or are you
Oh
left
yeah.
waiting?
Yeah, no, no, no. When I do the chat, it's literally like instantaneous. And I think I've only submitted one ticket, maybe two tickets in 2 years.
Yep.
And you get an email that, your ticket's been received. And so there's always constant communication.
That's great. Well, we love having Baltimore Magazine as part of our family. Anything else you want to add? Anything else you would like to share with people that are thinking about making the switch, maybe afraid to make the switch?
Um, I mean, I don't think so. It's really customizable. It's really easy to use. I mean, that probably my only biggest challenge is that I don't know everything about it. So I always have to ask questions and, somebody will get me my solution. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think I've had any major things that I needed done that, couldn't be resolved. And even, I forget what it was, but you put some like major ticket in that. Oh, I know. I was getting notifications about my own
Oh, yeah.
production notes,
Yep.
and I make a lot of production notes, and I didn't want that. And so you put in a specific ticket. That was my ticket that I put in.
Yeah.
You put in like a special request, and they like wrote code to be able to customize that. And I'm sure it's not just for me. I'm sure somebody else appreciates it,
Well,
but
it was a great idea that
right,
we took and we made it company wide. And
right,
it's great because part of what we do is we listen to our customers, and if you're having the problem, somebody else is probably having the problem too. And we have a ton of developers, so we are able to make those fixes, pretty quick. Some things take time because you want to test it, make sure it's working, but ultimately at the end of the day, we are here to help and we are here to make your life easier, not harder. So we are going to take that feedback and actually put it into action. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really glad that you guys are here. I really enjoyed working with you. Thank you for meeting with me today and
of
talking
course,
about your experience.
my pleasure.
All right, guys, that's all from us. Have a great rest of your day. Talk soon.